Isabela, Spanish pronunciation, isaɓβela, is a municipality of Puerto Rico located in the northwestern region of the island, north of San Sebastián, west of Quebradillas, and east of Aguadilla and Moca. Isabela is spread over 13 wards and Isabela Pueblo, the downtown area and the administrative center of the city. It is a principal city of the Aguadilla-Isabela-San Sebastián Metropolitan Statistical Area. The town is known as the Jardín del Noroeste, the Garden of the Northwest, because of the many wild flowers in its landscape. It is also known as El Pueblo de los Quesitos de Hoja, the town of leaf cheeses, for its production of this typical fresh white cheese wrapped in banana plant leaves, reputed to be the best. It is also known as La Ciudad de los Gallitos, or the City of the Fighting Cocks. Since the 18th century, cockfighting was very common throughout the island, and the town became famous and well known for the quality of its fighting cocks and special breeding and training techniques used by its people. History. Foundation. The chief Mabo de Maca, one of the most important chieftains of the island of Boracay, name for the island of Puerto Rico, during the first decades of the 16th century, ruled the region of the Guajataca, Taino name for the northwestern region of Puerto Rico, where Isabela was originally founded. Although the actual date of the origins of the first Spanish settlement is not precisely known, a small settlement, hermitage, is known to have existed by the end of the 17th century or beginning of the 18th century in a great extension of land into what encompass today the municipalities of Isabela, Camagüey and Quebradillas. The settlement bordered to the east with the shoreline of the Guajataca River and was located on the grounds of an earlier Taino settlement. Around 1725, José Antonio de Mendizábal Yuáñez, governor of the island of Puerto Rico, granted authorization to base a population on the existing Hermitage village. Its given name, San Antonio de la Tuna, derives from the avocation of the Spanish settlers to the Saint San Antonio de Padua and in honor of a wild cactus growing in the region. Tuna is the Spanish name for cactus. At the end of the 18th century, San Antonio de la Tuna had a church, more than 60 houses, and almost 1,200 inhabitants, which was a considerable population for those times. Relocation. Prompted by economic and health factors, the decision to relocate the hermitage to a more favorable location was pursued. Around 1818, the village obtained authorization from then-Governor Salvador Meléndez to transfer the population to a new location closer to the coast. Meléndez approved the transfer request and a new town was founded the following year on May 21, 1819. In this same year the construction of the church began, which finished in 1824. In 1918 the church was damaged during a strong earthquake that affected the western region of the island. It was rebuilt soon after. Cityscape. Barrios. Geography. It could be said that Isabela is a hybrid town of sorts, with the rarity of being a coastline city that has beaches but is also known for its mountains, with peaks of over 1,000 feet, 300 meters, above sea level, rivers, surface and submarine, lake, caves, surface and submarine, cliffs, coastal flats and forests, tropical and mangroves. Geographically, the municipality of Isabela belongs to the northern coastal plains, running through the south. The Imaman Mountains, a prolongation of the Dacoa mountain range that begins in the neighboring town of Aguadilla, boasts peaks of over 1,000 feet, 300 meters, above sea level. The most prominent hills that are part of these mountains are La Bandera, Galateo Alto Ward, at 1,207 feet, 368 meters, La Silla, Arenales Alto Ward, at 1,106 feet, 337 meters. El Sombrero, in Galateo Alto, at 1,083 feet, 330 meters. Indio, Planas Ward, at 1,017 feet, 310 meters. And Monte Encantado, in Arenales Altos, at 919 feet, 280 meters, of elevation above sea level. The central part of the territory, which consists mostly of flatlands, the mountains, does not surpass 656 feet, 200 meters, of height. The coastline flats, Barduras, is slightly above sea level. Tourism. One of present Isabela's main industries is tourism, because it's a coastal city with several beautiful beaches, outstanding panoramic views and other diverse attractions such as its rainforest, rivers, lake, Cordillera mountains, submarine rivers and caves and archaeological sites among others. It is visited by many local tourists as well as those seeking some sun and fun from the United States and other countries. Landmarks and places of interest: El Pozo Brujo, the Bewitched Well, Jobo's Beach and Pozo de Jacinto, Montones Beach, San Antonio de la Tuna Ruins, Punta Sardina, La Poza de Punta Sandina, La Princesa Beach and Blowhole, Centro Empresarial Playero, Villa Pesquera, Shacks Beach, Rio Guajataca, Guajataca Tunnel, La Cara del Indio, The Indian's Face, La Posita de Teodora, Middle Beach, La Posita de Montones, Casa Paraquiel, Paraquia San Antonio de la Tuna, La Posita de la Princesa, Shore Island Beach, Paseo Lineal, San Antonio de la Tuna Museum, La Posita de Isabela, Poza de Teodora, La Cueva de las Golondrinas, Cueva Los Vientos, Bosque Guajataca, Photo Museum of Isabela, Alcaldía de Isabela, The Pink House, Casa Rosada, demolished in 2014 by the municipality to be transformed into a museum. 1. Bardura Beach, also known as Shacks Beach, known for the best wind sail surfing in the world. In front of the Villa Tropical apartments is the Blue Hole Coral Reef, a favorite for snorkelers, scuba and free divers and underwater caverns enthusiasts. Economy. Agriculture. The early economy of the Hermitage had been based mainly on cattle ranching, its derivative products and hogs products. But trading was limited because of many factors: its inland location and topography. The settlement was posted above a hill overlooking the river, now River Guajataca, and it made difficult the use of the river as a trading route, as did the location's propensity to disease and outbreaks. After the transfer to the present Isabela, the economic realities that resulted from the new land and property opportunities that were readily available, the healthier environment formed due to the wide open plains and prevalent northern winds, and the proximity to the coast and the natural seaport at the Bay of Punta Sardina, prompted for the diversification of the agricultural products and an increase on trade. The cultivation of sugarcane, coffee, tobacco, cotton, yucca, coconuts and fruits was stimulated further. Isabela has continued to flourish until recent years with the island's economic crisis, the closing of important factories, and the rising crime rate. Industry. Isabela also has an high-tech plants, a higher education institution, a world-renowned agricultural research center and a major shopping center. Plaza Isabela. Culture. Festivals and events. 3 King Day festivities, January 56 with the Reyes Cantores Isabelinos. Isabelino Fighting Cock festivities, February. Weave Festival, May. Kite Festival, May. Patron festivities, June. Isabela Muscle Cars Auto Show, August. Isabela Tango Fest, June. 3 days of tango. Las Noches de la Puertorriqueñidad, November. Feria de Autos Clásicos y Antiguos del Noroeste Inc., November. Isabela has flavor, November. Innocent Saints Day, December. Sports. Isabela is also well known for its world-class surfing spots, and was the host site for 2 World Cup surfing championships in the 20th century. Isabela had a basketball team that played at the José Buga Abreu Coliseum. The Isabela Roosters. Gallitos de Isabela. The team had average success. In 1987, one of its superstars, Frankie Torruella, was diagnosed with heart disease, and the trading of another star player, Edwin Pelot, to the Coamo team, hastened the team's fallout. In 1984, the team lost the championship, 4-2, to the Canavanas Indians team, Indios de Canavanas. Between the mid-1970s and mid-1980s, the Bantams were serious championship contenders. In the late 1970s, their star player, Mikey Cole, died in a motorcycle accident. The first home team's court was named after him. The Bantams were Isabela's home team until October 2005, when they moved the franchise to Guaynabo. The Playeras, a female volleyball team, played in Isabela for 2 seasons until they as well moved to Aguadilla, becoming Las Divas. Isabela have the first muscle cars club in Puerto Rico. Is called Isabela Muscle Cars Club. They celebrate their annual event since August 25, 2002. Their auto show, in which unites all the lovers for classic cars and muscle cars, is one of the most busy events on town. On August 28, 2016, they will celebrate their 15th anniversary on the famous Coliseum José Buga Abreu. The town also have their own classic cars club, called Club de Autos Clásicos y Antiguos del Noroeste, Classic and Old Car Club from Northwest. They also celebrate their own exhibition of classic cars on the famous Coliseum on November. The local basketball team was called the Gallitos, Little Cocks, in reference to the slim, lightweight body of the fighting variety. Due to the town's fame for quality fighting cocks, the name was translated literally into English as Bantams, a variety of dwarf cocks. The town has a cockfighting arena, traditionally called a galera. Fights are customarily held on Sunday mornings, and the bet and stakes are controlled by the government of Puerto Rico, and pay prizes based on the fighting record of the cocks. Isabela also has amateur baseball teams. Also, Isabela is well known for its fine step horses, Caballos de Paso Fino, and its world-class board, wind and kite surfing spots. Government. Like all municipalities in Puerto Rico, Isabela is administered by a mayor. The current mayor is Carlos Delgado Altieri, from the Popular Democratic Party, PPD. Delgado was elected at the 2000 general election. The city belongs to the Puerto Rico Senatorial District IV, which is represented by 2 senators. In 2012, Maria Teresa Gonzalez and Gilberto Rodriguez were elected as district senators. Symbols. Flag. Isabela's flag derives its design, colors and symbolism from its coat of arms. It consists of 3 horizontal stripes of equal width. The top and bottom stripe are yellow and the center one green. The coat of arms may be superposed on the green stripe in the center. Coat of arms. The town's coat of arms, dated 1819, is divided. An olive tree in its center symbolizes the first inhabitants of Isabela and of the island of Puerto Rico, the Ignoras Indians. The gold represents the Taino Indians. They made extensive use of gold, who lived in this area about 200 years before the discovery of the island. The gold bell represented in the center stripe between 2 cactus is a symbol of the town of San Antonio de la Tuna. The two cocks represent the bravery of the inhabitants and Isabela's famous fighting cocks. The horse represents the cattle wealth of the region and honors the fine steppe horses, Paso Fino, for which Isabela is famous. The coat of arms is embellished with a mural crown having 3 towers, the standard emblem at the time for formerly established pueblos, townships, under Spanish rule. A new coat of arms is shown here. It depicts a revised mural crown with 5 towers to represent a city. But historically, only 11 communities in Puerto Rico were conferred this title under Spanish rule. On the occasion of the celebration of 186 years of Isabela was necessary to adopt an ordinance to establish properly and historical veracity heraldic elements of the emblazoned shield and official seal of the city of Isabela. Next, information drafted pursuant to Ordinance No. 3. Series 2005-2006 approved by the municipal legislature on August 5, 2005. Constituent elements of the Shield of Isabela. Translated. The mural crown. Current mural crown that has the coat of Isabela has 3 towers. Due to population increase of over 50,000 inhabitants who had Isabela in this last decade, the HUD office in Washington, D.C. conferred status as a city to Isabela last year. Given this demographic reality and focused on the mural crown that represents the spirit of unity and growth of the inhabitants of our city of Isabela, we understand appropriate that the crown mural consists of 5 distinct towers that symbolize the passage from town to city. Quote, "This is published in a pamphlet explanation of the legislature regarding the municipal coat of Isabela. Same was prepared by Gloria M. Perez, Secretary of the Legislature in 2009. Information courtesy of Adrian Augusto and Manuel Abreu. Notable people from Isabela. The following are notable Puerto Ricans from Isabela. Manuel Corchado YYB, poet, journalist and politician. Justo Mendez Cabrera, politician. First elected mayor of Isabela. Manuel V. Domenic, politician and engineer. Rafael Chavez, pitching coach of the Seattle Mariners in 2006 and 2007. Felix Mantilla Lamela, former Major League Baseball player. Victor Manuel El Sonero de la Juventud of Canton du Salsa. Johnny Ortiz, compositor de Catalina la O, y otra amalgama de canciones escritas de salsa. Juan Ramón, Johnny Ortiz González converso largo y tendido con raíces latinas. https www.youtube.com/watch v=7 upekmhop4. Sobre su trayectoria de 45 años en el art de componer canciones y en el periódico Nueva Hora. https www.youtube.com/watch v=kvyxfxx52 and feature =share. Luisito Quevedo, Luis Quevedo Alfaro. Uno de los mejores pianistas puertorriqueños y uno de los más virtuosos pianistas nacionales con una capacidad indiscutible para tocar todos los géneros. Desde salsa, danzas, boleros, rumbas y guarachas. En el transcurso de su vida artística Quevedo Alfaro participó en más de 600 discos. Además de haber actuado como pianista de plantilla en las orquestas Canallón, Sentimiento 25 de Cheo Feliciano y Mario Ortiz. Tuvo la oportunidad de grabar para muchísimas orquestas de renombre como Roberto y su Nuevo Montuno, Tito Rojas, Roberto Rona, Frankie Ruiz, Willie González, Puerto Rico All-Star y Latin Tempo entre otros. También acompañó a Danny Rivera, Lucecita Benitez, Chucho Avalanet, Sophie, Marco Antonio Muniz, Tavimpumareo y Alfamoso, Placido Domingo. Noel Estrada, composer of En Mi Viejo San Juan, one of the most famous boleros in Puerto Rico. Calixto Calero RB, Senator. Carlos Papo M. Rodriguez Cordero, owner of the Impossible Dream racing car. Recognized mechanic and car lover. SFC. Agustin Ramos Calero, awarded 22 decorations and medals from the U.S. Army for his actions during World War II. Rick Jeschke Delise, guitarist who has backed many international Latin pop-rock bands such as Belinda, Christian Castro, Ha**Ash, Magneto, The Malofskis, Mongol Gol, Satellite, The Migs, AMA, Malou, Anika, Carla Mauri, Sandoval, Pastilla, Sergio Araru, Vilma Palma, MDO, Joy Enriquez, Paulina Rubio, Karina Rico, Luis Fonsi and Arden Excella, among others. Henry Mellon Lopez Legion of Merit awardee from the U.S. Army in 2003 and Director of Human Resources Fort Dix NJ. LCDA. Aura Lidia Gonzalez Rios Secretaria del Trabajo. Puerto Rico de 1993 to 2001 y editora del periódico El Sol de Isabela. SFC. Rafael Angel Chavez Jr. He is a direct descendant of the original founding families of Isabela. He served in the U.S. Army for over 20 years and served in multiple combat tours before and after 9/11. He completed 2 master's degrees in MPM, Project Management, and an MBA. He is the founder and CEO of various corporations: Steadfast Logistics Inc., Hydrodog Mobile Pet Grooming, and is expected to become the wealthiest Puerto Rican in present history and within the next 3 to 4 years is tracking to become the first Puerto Rican to be listed in Forbes' billionaire list. Enrique "Kike" Calero played professional baseball in the Houston Astros organization. Ramon Monto Benitez, a businessman that is best known for making the city's most delicious traditional Puerto Rican-style roasted pork. Jose de Leon, professional baseball pitcher in the Los Angeles Dodgers organization. Jose Corchado, pro baseball player, played in minor league with A's organization. See also: List of Puerto Ricans. History of Puerto Rico. Did you know Puerto Rico? Solda Isabela newsletter. Books. Isabela Economy. 18th century. B***. 2. Colección de tesis. Tesis de maestros presentadas en el Departamento de Historia Universidad de Puerto Rico. Recinto de Rio Piedras. Maria Judith. Historia de Isabela Vista a través de su desarrollo urbano. 1750–1850. 1985. 288 pp. Isabela and its barrios. United States Census Bureau. Isabela Municipality. Periodico de Isabela. The Northwest of Puerto Rico. http www.fosters.com. Apps. PBCS. DLL. Article. Age equals 20,080,810, GJSPORTS_01, 458,473,631 and searchard equals 73,326,862,930,835.